shekel in the pocket. Now, NFL, I did absolutely superb over the weekend. And by the way, that's courtesy of a couple castoffs. Thank you very much, Daniel Jones. But alas, it is college. I have a feeling we're going to have a banner weekend with some of these picks. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Texas Tech at Utah, the Utes laying a soft 3. So you got 17th ranked Texas Tech, they're 3-0, 16th ranked Utah 3-0. Another nice battle on paper, undefeated matchups, undefeated teams heading into week 3. Where are we going to lay our hat in this one to start things off?
Think we're gonna go Utah, and just to quote my cousin Vinny or paraphrase it, the three what? Yeah, that's right. The 3 points are going to the Utah Utes here this weekend. I've always been a big Utah guy. I
Right.
know I'm full of jokes. What can I say?
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I've always been a big Utah guy. They're coming off a pretty down season by Kyle Whittingham standards. If you go back to right before when they got into the Big 12, they won 2 Pac-12 titles in a row. Everyone remembers that one Pac-12 title season where they beat USC twice that one year, really beat the snot out of them to put it lightly. So when you see them go to the Big 12, you're like, okay, Utah is going to carry over. They'll be fine. They'll probably run the Big 12, which is a very random conference. And then sure enough, injuries just piled up the wazoo last year, and now they're finally free of the Cam Rising era for how good he was. It was just all injury, injury, injury for his last couple of years at Utah, being a seventh-year quarterback and whatnot. But Devin Dampier's really stepped it up this year at quarterback for Utah. I really like them. I know Texas Tech is not the Big 12 darling, but everyone's like, okay, if there's one team that's going to start rising now after Iowa State made the Big 12 championship game last year, they're good again. But everyone's like, oh well, you got a billionaire donating money to Texas Tech, and they pretty much bought an entire new roster. How's it going to work out? Well, they're 3-0, they're top 20, just like Utah is. But this game is in Utah Q, and I think just a simple. To me, this is pretty much a coin flip type of game. I know the 3 point spread doesn't necessarily reflect that per bet MGM. This could very well be a push because I could see it being a very close game. But I think with the way Devin Dampier's playing so far, the fact that it's at Utah, I'm just going to trust my good old Utes here to cover the 3 here and get a win, and go to 4-0 after week 4 this coming weekend.
Yeah, and it should be pointed out, we always talk about these matchups kind of with a grain of salt, right? Leading in to the respective games. So you look at Texas Tech and you're like, man, they can score a lot of points. Okay,
Mm,
Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Kent State, Oregon State, right? You know, 67, 67, 45. It's
mm,
unbelievable what they're doing offensively. Again, a little bit of a different animal when you're going against a top 20 team. Now, conversely, the same thing. Utah comes in, they can score a lot of points. They put up
mm.
63 against Cal Poly, 31 against Wyoming. The reason I bring all this up is because I suspect this could potentially also be a high scoring game, and the total set at 57 and a half.
Right.
Do you believe this game will go over that?
It very well could, and I do want to point out Texas Tech has a good offense as well. Let's not forget that Barron Moore in the quarterback, 11 touchdowns already this season, only just one interception. He's got almost 1,000 yards, I believe, through just 3 games. So he's played really, really well as expected. And I think it should be noted as well when you look at Utah's offense, it does go through Devin Dampier. So I think that's why people are going to be like, well, I'm a little leery on Utah because they don't have a balanced approach. It's Devin Dampier's arm and it's his feet. He's going to run. I think he actually leads the team in rushing so far through 3 games. Now, again, depending upon who they're playing, is that a good sign? Is that a bad sign? Should you take that with a grain of salt? Who knows? I just like the fact that Utah's at home here. I do see it being a high scoring game. Generally, with a Kyle Whittingham type team with Utah, they can muddy it up, make it dirty in this from the sense of Texas Tech's gonna get a little sloppy on offense, but with the way they've played so far, these 2 teams, I would suspect to hit that over if it's listed at 57 and a half or even more. I could see this being one of those 37-31 type of games in the end.
Yeah, which hey, you'll take that, right?
Yeah.